All right. So just a thumbs up, Rosario. We can see our chat, our presentation for today. Once again, thank you so much for being part of our Discover Pre-K webinar. Well, we'll be able to hear information about the impact of pre-K, some of our pre-K programs, and how you can register your little one for pre-K. And here with us is our amazing Assistant Superintendent of Early Learning, Dr. Elena Hill.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for our second installment of our first ever Discover Pre-K. We want everyone to leave here knowing about all of the various programs that we will have today, as well as how to actually register online. We will hear from some of our great principals leading our schools, as well as our directors of our Hippie program and our Pre-K Partnership School. So please just enjoy our session today. It will be informative for you. If you have questions after the presentation, we will build in time to take those, as well as a hotline that will be open for a little bit this afternoon for questions. Again, welcome everyone.
Hi, thank you so much, Dr. Hill. That is correct. So part of our presentation is not us all sharing some information, but we actually have our hotline open and live today. So if you have any questions or need assistance, whether throughout the presentation or today, we are available from 10 to 1 o'clock p.m. Our telephone number is on our screen at 214-932-7735, or you can visit our website at www.prekdallas.org, or just scan this cute little dinosaur QR code that's here at the bottom and we'll take you directly to our pre-K website. Again, if you need assistance with online registration for pre-K, or if you have additional questions you would like to talk to somebody on the phone, go ahead and call us at our phone back and we'll be able to assist you today from 10 till 1. So here we have just a quick tidbit of information about pre-K in our Dallas ISD program.
Did you know that a child's language skills and emotional health develop before they're 5 years old? We know, which is why Dallas ISD Pre-K offers your child a head start. By cultivating social, emotional, and academic skills, tomorrow will find your little one ready to explore and maximize every opportunity. Your child's development starts here. Dallas ISD Pre-K. Register today.
Awesome, thank you. And so did you know that a child's brain development happens from the time they're born up until 5 years old, 90% of it? That's a huge impact and development of the time of the child's brain. And so if we look at this chart really quick, everything you see in the blue is actually the 100% of a brain development of an adult. But if you can see in the orange, that's the timeline of the development of a child. So from the time they're born up until they're 1 year old, they're already close to 40% of their brain being developed. When they actually are age of 3, which is already our pre-K program, they're already past close to 70, close to 80%. And then by the time they get to 5 years old, they're actually at 90%. And this is why we are trying to provide you the service of the full of pre-K3 and pre-K4 in Dallas ISD to be able to capture that great time, which is that 50% of brain development that's happened for your little one between the ages of 3 and 5. Here's how it's an impact and why is pre-K important, or what is the impact that pre-K has? Well, one is actually the social development of our children. Right? Because children are being interacted and the way pre-K is being taught throughout centers, it really helps develop those fundamental social and emotional skills. It also develops as the interaction between one student and another and between us and adults, but it also helps with their self-esteem and be able to learn how to control their emotions and temper. This is a great component, much like your photos that you see here, where the child be able to socialize with others, learn how to play, and know how to make decisions with also the social and emotional piece attached to it. But also we have the academic component of it. And this is not just the academic of just math reading, but it's also the high cognitive development of the brain while the child is learning there. Again, pre-K is taught very centered based, like you see in this photo. Not only are they doing their social part, now we're adding the academic part of it. And this is really, truly helping to make our students success, whether they start at pre-K3 or pre-K4, and it really supports our students that are attending pre-K are kindergarten ready. And students that are kindergarten ready, they are performing much higher to our students by the time they are in third grade and they're taking the reading and math STAR compared to the students that are not attending pre-K. And the students that are attending pre-K have a bright future. They're actually preparing themselves for kinder, as I mentioned, but also willing to be ready to not only graduate high school, but also attend and graduate college. So pre-K, it has a long-term effect. We might not see it now when they come into pre-K, but it does create a long effect on their child development and their academic and social success until they become an adult. So here we have a few different types of programs. We have 149 elementary schools, and we have 40 pre-K partnership centers. Our pre-K partnership centers are actually childcare centers that we have a partnership with, where we provide a 3- and 4-year program at each of the schools across the city of Dallas. So we have some that are other Head Start programs. We have some individual for child care centers across the city of Dallas, which is a great opportunity for families that are already attending a child care center. But we also have programs like Montessori, IB, two-way dual language, personalized learning, full day pre-K 3 at some of our schools, which you'll be able to hear today, or half day. We also have some special ed classrooms across the district. We have the partnerships of Head Start, a childcare group, which you'll hear today. And then, of course, we have some programs that are STEAM and STEM. So we have a variation of programs here in our district. And it's really up to you as a parent to decide which type of program you think it will be a best fit for your child as you're doing the research. Also, we also have programs such as our transformation schools and our magnet schools. And you actually will hear about an amazing program here today with Elmo K. So part of our transformation schools are also our tuition schools. We have a set of transformation schools, as you see in our top, and as you see in the top or second row, that their pre-K program starts from the age of 3, and it has pre-K 4. We have some Montessori, which is the ones in our top row, which is Onésimo Hernandez downtown, and Prestonwood, which is their second year. And then we also have Mata. And then we have schools like personalized learning. Our new schools that are opening up this in August is our West Dallas STEM and our biomedical school. Then we have our single gender schools, which are solo prep for boys and solo prep for girls. And then we have our art schools that is at Elma K. Martin Luther King, which you'll be able to hear about it today. And then we have our 2 magnet schools, which are Dealey and Harry Stone. Now, this is round 2. It's currently not open, but seats are limited. I believe right now, MLK and Martin Luther King is what is currently being available. Now, if you have a couple of more questions and need some more information, as you can see in the bottom, we have our hotline number, and you can call us at any time throughout the presentation. All right. Mari Carmen, do we need to pause for a moment for translation?
No, Morgan.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Once again, if you have questions throughout this time, you can just call us in our hotline and we'll be able to assist you. All right, so we're going to start with our amazing principal panels to be able to share about their programs in their schools. So our first one is J Rhodes J Rhodes Learning Center. We're growing learning, creating together, kinder ready, college bound. And we have our amazing principal, Ms. Macklin.
Good morning, everyone. It's always a great day when we start with what? Pre-K! I am Chandra Macklin, and I'm the proud principal of not 1, but 2 pre-K buildings. So we'll start with Joseph J. Rhodes. We do have a wonderful pre-K campus that's located at 4401 South 2nd Avenue in sunny South Dallas. Our pre-K program offers learning in a developmentally and culturally appropriate, nurturing environment. We do follow the Texas outcomes and guidelines for 3- and 4-year-old pre-kindergarten students, and we use the Frog Street and pre-K My Way curriculum programs. We offer full day pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 general education classes and one-way dual language for our bilingual students. Our campus has been newly renovated with dynamic classroom learning spaces, which includes a STEAM room for exploration in science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. We are the proud recipients of a $50,000 innovation grant. That has provided us many opportunities for our scholars to explore STEAM and activities that align to their classroom learning in literacy, math, music, art, and of course, those growth motor skills. Come check out our parking lot. We do have an after-school program, and we offer robotics and garden clubs. This is in addition to theater, music, and art. We have more exciting learning spaces that are to come when we have our phase 2 renovations, and that will include a dance studio and a gymnasium that is outfitted for our youngest scholars. Can you imagine 5-foot basketball courts? We could not do anything if we didn't have our partners in education, and that is our parents. Parents are our students' first teachers, and we want to collaborate with you in the next developmental stages of your child's life. So like the Army used to say, we want you and your scholar to come to Joseph J. Rhodes. We have several opportunities for our parents at Rhodes. We have our site-based decision-making team, we have our parent-teacher organization, and we have our family engagement leadership team, and that's just to name a few. Every month, we have a plethora of learning activities that involve bringing our parents in to work with our scholars. In addition to that, we have giveaways for our parents. We have Reading with Your Scholar. We have Career Week. We have Grandparents' Day celebrations. We have math counting competitions. Yes, 3 and 4-year-olds can count and count pretty high. We have our Scholar Awards, and we just had our Spring Fling and a host of other activities where everyone can be involved. If you would like to visit our campus or you need support to enroll your scholar, you may call us at 972-749-1000, and our delightful Ms. Zuniga would be happy to help you join our school family. So for this next new year that's coming, where we take our students who are kinder ready and college bound to the next level, the Space Cowboys are going on a new learning expedition as we are growing, creating, and learning together. As I stated, I'm not only the proud principal of one pre-K campus, I have 2, double. That means I get the best of both worlds. So at Arlington Park, we can go to the next slide. At Arlington Park Early Childhood Center, we have the perfect piece of paradise with our Arlington Park Pre-K campus. It's located at 5605 Wayside Drive near the Medical District and Love Field. Now, our pre-kindergarten programs also follow the same guidelines as we do at Rhodes, and all of our pre-K programs in our district do the same. But at Arlington Park, we offer full-day pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 general education classes and 2-way dual language for our students, where our bilingual students and our English speakers learn together in a diverse, developmentally appropriate, and language-rich classroom. Our campus was designed for pre-K. It was just rebuilt in 2018, so it's not that old. And we have 6 classrooms and a multi-purpose room where students can engage and explore in several fun and exciting learning activities, in addition to those that are in their classroom. These activities include engineering, grocery shopping, entomology, yes, that's the study of bugs, and a host of other activities. We also do gardening, we do a lot of planting, and in addition to our pre-K learning program for next year, we're going to continue with our learning in life sciences, STEAM exploration, and we will grow our own plants, flowers, and a vegetable salad because we have our very own greenhouse coming to our campus. We just had chicks who came from eggs that we watched come to life in our classes last week. And some of those chicks are going home with our students last week. And if you would like one, come on by and we'll give you one too. Our after-school program offers art, music, and for next year, cheerleading, rah, rah, rah. More exciting learning spaces will be at our campus in our multi-purpose room as we change it out from the learning spaces that we have, and also it changes it to a dance hall. And then we're going to also make it where we have a lot of physical and gross motor skills that are happening in that classroom also. So again, parents are also a priority, and we have a very robust and dynamic parent-teacher organization at Arlington Park. In addition to this opportunity, we also have the site-based decision-making team, and the subcommittees provide additional parent engagement activities. At Arlington Park, our activities and parent involvement is essential to the learning that we offer our students. So this year we've had, let's see, we had trunk or treat, career week, reading with our scholars. We had sock hops where we danced with the family. We had our Easter egg hunt where Mr. Peter Rabbit came to visit us. And now we have the movie night on the lawn that is coming. So we really like to engage our family in several activities that are not only for learning, but also just to have a good time with our families. And of course, if you want a baby chick, come on over to get one. Those activities are just a few. Arlington Park is a great place to start. Campus visits and enrollment support is available by calling 972-749-5500. And our awesome tag team, Ms. Alvarado and Ms. Gomez, will be happy to assist you and enroll your scholar as a bulldog pup at Arlington Park, a great place to start. So I will see you at our pre-K drive-thru at Lincoln High School on May 14th. I'll be the one in the Joseph J. Rhodes bus. Come see what's in store. There's always more to explore in our pre-kindergarten programs. I am Chandra Macklin, the proud principal of pre-K. Come visit, and we want you to stay at Joseph J. Rhodes in Arlington Park and pre-K. Hip, hip, hooray!
Thank you so much, Ms. Macklin. Thank you. Awesome job. Yes, she is the principal of both schools, J. Rhodes and Arlington Park. If you want more information, we actually have the QR code here for Arlington Park. You can scan it. It'll take you directly to their website. And then this one here at J. Rhodes, if you want to scan that one, it'll take you directly to their website as well. I'll just give you a few seconds to scan and a few seconds to scan this one. Thank you so much, Ms. Macklin. All right, next we have our amazing principal, Ms. Gonzalez, the principal at Lorenzo DeSavala Elementary School, where to produce creative and critical thinkers that have the 21st century skill set to thrive within an ever-changing global society.
Good morning. Well, Ms. Macklin, I want to go to one of your schools. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Come on.
So thank you so much. Good morning, DISD. Buenos dias. Thank you for joining us. So I want to tell you a little bit about your friendly neighborhood, West Dallas School. We're Lorenzo DeSavala. We are proud to say that we are adding 3-year-olds to our campus this year, and we are Montessori. So I'm going to start off with a quote from Dr. Maria Montessori. The goal of early childhood education should be to activate the child's own natural desire to learn. And that is what we are about at LDZ, at DeSavala in West Dallas, the natural child's desire to learn. So we don't just do academics, we do all the math, science, we do all those wonderful things that we know that our children need to move on and succeed, but we also look at the whole child. We look at teaching not just academics, we look at the social emotional, how the student is developing. Our Montessori classes are 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and 5-year-olds in the same classroom, multi-level. And so when you look inside, it is an array of different activities of a teacher, 2 teachers, a teacher and a teacher assistant, working with the students in different stages of their learning. So they're very much individualized, they're very much tailored to each student and how they are monitoring and pacing along in their academic endeavors. And so Montessori, we have 3-year-olds Montessori, and then we also have 1st through 2nd grade. But the beauty of pre-K is, again, building that blossom, that wanting to learn. And I think when we capture those students there, when we capture the babies and their natural curiosity, we get to keep them so they can be lifelong learners. And so in DeSavala, that is our focus. Our focus is, yes, academics, because we want them to be successful. We want them to be able to think, and we want them to be able to be productive citizens. And that starts in pre-K in early childhood. As they move on and go into the other grades, if that foundation has been solidified and this curiosity to learn is kept, then they will be able to succeed because they will learn how to learn. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And it's one of those that the children interact with themselves, with others, with their teachers, in a way that fosters learning and fosters their social emotional, because we know that that's very important. If we can't get through their social emotional, if we can't get through the students' worries, anxieties, then we're not going to be able to meet that student where they need to be in order to activate their learning, their academic learning. So that is our Montessori. I do have our Montessori classes, my pre-K 4 classes. I'm adding pre-K 3. So I do have bilingual one way, and I do have Gen Ed ESL. And so we still have plenty of seats in your neighborhood, J Zavala, West Dallas, Montessori. With that being said, our extracurricular activities are very much focused on the development of the student. So we do have, the base basketball and cheerleading. We have the soccer, the choir, the art, the music. We have robotics for the upper grades and the lower grades. But then we also do interest surveys to where the students get to choose what is it that they want to do in clubs. And so it's not just those. We had crocheting the past year. We had Pokemon cards. So it's based on the interest, and then that sponsor just develops that learning from that point of interest for the student. So again, fostering that whole child, the interest, because if we can capture their heart, we're going to be able to capture their mind. And so that is what we're about with our extracurricular. Of course, we have tutoring because we want to make sure that our babies are academically sound. But again, we focus on being able to capture that love of learning, that love of school, that love of being able to be curious in the world. And so then our community partnerships, our strongest one, again, like Ms. Macklin said, is the parents. We're opening up a parent center for next year in our campus. So we are going to welcome our parents back into our campus so they can help us and be side by side with us in order to help foster this very home, very family environment. So please know that we are welcoming. With that being said, the next partnership that we have that's very strong with Anita Martinez, so with DISD Parks and Recs, we have that very strong partnership there. We do a lot of events together. They support us, we support them. We actually use their gym. So shout out to Anita Martinez because they do awesome with supporting us. So again, everything is they work with their after school program. They have an after school program till 6 o'clock. And so with that, we also have the parents, again, our parents from the community. So again, Dallas ISD, thank you so much for being here with us. Lorenzo DeSavala is ready to embrace you. We do have a Cinco de Mayo enrollment event on the 4th from 5 to 7. So please come see us. It'll be outside. We are going to have music, dancing, some dance battles, I'm hoping. So a really fun time with the community. Come and enroll, and we'll be enrolling all levels, specifically with our pre-K 3s and pre-K 4s. And we also had some renovations done to our campus. And so we look a little bit nicer, we look a little bit better, looking into making sure that our campus is ready for when we continue with our next year and being able to welcome our babies. So come check us out, Lorenzo DeSavala in West Dallas. Montessori pre-K 3, Montessori pre-K 4, bilingual one way, and ESL Gen Ed. And remember, yes, we focus on academics, but we also focus on your baby's social emotional development because we want to win their hearts, not just their minds.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. You want more information? You can scan the QR code there at the bottom that will take you directly to DeSavala's website. Thank you so much. So here next, we have actually one of our transformation schools, which is Martin Luther King Junior Arts and Academy. We're marching towards achievement. We are proud to make extraordinary efforts to ensure the success of all students. You can scan the QR code there and you can learn more information specifically to their website. And here our principals presenting today is Ms. Sneed.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, parents, grandparents, and guardians. I'm sending you all greetings from sunny South Dallas, along with Chandra Macklin. I heard her mention sunny South Dallas, and the entire Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Arts Academy, teachers, staff, and administrators. I am Rumi Keontae Sneed, and I want to serve as your child's principal, your most precious masterpiece. We are using Scholastic as our pre-K guidelines, and our scholars are exceeding those guidelines and ready for kindergarten. If you believe in the arts, yes, if you believe in a dance studio, music, theater, orchestra, and the state-of-the-art piano lab being taught and experienced throughout the day, please allow us to serve as your first choice for pre-kindergarten. Yes, you heard me correct. Our scholars get 65 minutes per day to explore, experience, and engage in the arts throughout the school day. I have my most precious masterpiece, my 4-year-old daughter, with some of the best scholars and the most loving, kind, and nurturing adults. And I want your little scholar to have the same experience with no extra costs to any parent. We do not ask for any fees or costs associated with any of our amazing arts that we offer. So again, please give us a chance and check out some of our videos on our homepage or at MLKAA on YouTube, where we enjoy celebrating our parents, our scholars, and the adults in the building. We're composing masterminds and creating masterpieces at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Arts Academy. And we want you to make us your first choice. Thank you so very much.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sneed, for sharing about your incredible art school. Again, parents who want more information, you can scan the QR code and it will take you directly to their website. Thank you so much. All right, our next school to present is Henry B. Gonzalez Personalized Learning Academy. Well, they will empower future world changers in a personalized learning environment through collaboration, transformative thinking, and leadership. And here presenting with us is Dr. Cervantes.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, and thank you to the early department for allowing us to present to you our amazing school. I'm the proud principal at Gonzalez Personalized Learning Academy, situated in Southeast Dallas, in the heart of Pleasant Grove. Our drive for the past years is been to ensuring that all the students are developed not only academically, but we tap into the social skills and leadership. Our motto, building scholars, that we are placed in 3 components. Number 1, we believe in transformative thinking, collaboration, and leadership, and all starts in pre-K. We have pre-K 3 half-day classes, AM and PM, and also pre-K 4. Our pre-K program ensures that all students are tap into their interests. We use the student learning profile to start with the students' agency since very early on. Early in the presentation, we learn about how important it is for the child's brain development to be exposed to different activities as well as exploration into the world around them. So that's what we do at Gonzalez. We ensuring that the students use the outdoor classrooms that we have to extend the learning experiences from the classroom to outside. As well, we have different opportunities for students to engage throughout the day and after school, such as we have folklorical, choir, robotics, sports, chess, ballet, cooking club, outdoor, you name it, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. And we are in our program, and in our instructional program, we also decided that every 2 weeks we have indoor clubs. So we can give the opportunity to all the students, no matter what, because sometimes our parents needed to pick them early, etc. So we have every 2-week clubs in classrooms, and that helps a lot as well for those social skills. We, in our program, parent involvement, it's key. Our PTA is very involved and they run the place. We love our parents. We're making sure that we provide as many volunteer opportunities as possible so they can be part of the instruction with our students every single day. And we have our festivals or carnivals or book fairs, character day, you name it. Come and visit us. We will have our Cinco de Mayo, which is going to be May 6th on Friday, from 4 to 6:30. We will have as well enrollment opportunities, and we can wait to meet you. And remember, here at Gonzalez, we build scholars.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Cervantes. So families who want more information about their school, you can just scan the QR code. It's going to take you directly to their website. And it sounds there's some great Cinco de Mayo registration events and some fun festival full events to attend, or a lot of dancing. That's what it sounds like as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Cervantes. All right, and next we have Geneva Heights Elementary School, where our staff creates well-rounded student leaders equipped with the skills to become globally conscious citizens dedicated to lifelong learning. And here presenting to us is Miss Lane. And families, if you want more information, you can just scan the QR code. Miss Lane will be our presenter, our principal, to present.
Good morning, everyone. Yesenia, are you trying to make me go back to school with Doctor? It's Miss Lay. Good morning, everyone. I am the proud principal at Geneva Heights Elementary School. And I just want to toot my horn a little bit before I get into the presentation. You know, all the beautiful children that you see on the commercials and on the billboards, those are all my children. They're all my kids from Geneva Heights. So I'm so very proud of them. But we are an IB school and a dual language campus. So we offer IB and dual language. We currently are moving out of our building because we are getting a replacement school. So in about a couple of years, we'll be walking back into a brand new structure. We do have full day pre-K 3 and full day pre-K 4 programs, tuition available. We are located in the Lakewood area at Geneva Heights. Some of the things that we have our PTA support from our parents, very strong PTA support, and we have what we call the pre-Gs, the pre-Genevas, and those particularly are parents who have students that are pre-K age, all the way from 0 to 5 years old, and they support each other through this process of being new parents to public school. So we have those things to support our parents who are new parents. We also have musical theater. We offer dance, we offer band, we offer robotics. We have Alpha Best, which is a program that we have after school till 6 p.m. I think that one of the things that I could say about Geneva Heights, I've recently got there, so I've been there since January, but one of the good things that I could say about Geneva Heights is that we are a school of world changers. Our students are top performers. Our students are engaged. They have student agency. And I believe that's I honestly believe that's a part of the curriculum that we offer at Geneva Heights. With the IB program, they have student agency, lifelong learners, all of the profiles that support that. With the dual language program, we have some awesome dual language teachers. Majority of our students are native English speakers. So it is a two-way program. And so a lot of our classrooms look like a lot of native English speakers learning Spanish, and those students are acquiring Spanish at a rate that I could not believe. We had a third grader the other day that was, she was flowing in Spanish, and Spanish is not her native language. So I can really attest to our staff at Geneva Heights when it comes to the dual language program there. We have a pre-K 3 full-time program, and that is I want to say I toot my horn about the pre-K 3s, because sometimes I forget that they're 3-year-olds. They've done such an amazing job with them. If you'd like more information, like Yesenia said, click the QR code. Please stop by if you'd like to come by and see our campus and meet me and meet the staff. You are more than welcome to come by. We'd like to see you and hope that you join the Geneva Heights family.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Lane. I didn't mention Ms. Lane is the first movie star on the TV commercial we were playing earlier. She was the one that was reading the books to the little ones. And thank you for allowing us to take a day to film. So if you want more information about Geneva Heights, just scan the QR code. It'll take you directly to the website. And also Geneva Heights is a tuition campus that I think I have a few questions we'll be talking about later as well. So if a family doesn't qualify for free or a scholarship, they can actually pay tuition at Geneva Heights, and they'll be able to attend there as well in the same program. Thank you so much, Ms. Lane. All right, next we have our amazing Clinton Russell Elementary School. We're transforming mindsets. We celebrate diverse perspectives and cultures and empower students to be resilient, confident, and lifelong learners. Here presenting with us today is Mr. Bennett. Families, if you want some more information, just scan the QR code.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. We're so excited about what we got going on here at Clinton P. Russell Elementary. We have a number of opportunities for our parents and our students. Our parents, we have the SPDM, a site-based decision-making team. Also, parent-teacher organization is very strong here at Russell. We also offer GED classes as well as ESL classes for our parents. So we'd like to welcome our parents on our campus as much as possible. We also offer a two-way dual language program here, both one-way and two-way dual language program, which is super exciting for our scholars. Our scholars are becoming biliterate. So that's one thing that we definitely want to encourage, is that our scholars become biliterate. In addition to that, we have the PreK3 and the PreK4 program. They are both all-day programs. And so we started this year with our PreK3 program, and our parents are super excited about it. We also have a partnership with Head Start, which has been tremendously helpful in ensuring that our scholars get all the things they need. They offer them, supplies if needed. Just recently, we did an Easter egg hunt. Also, tennis shoes. So it's been a huge partnership with Head Start. So we're super excited about that. We also have a partnership with Tackle Tomorrow, Charles Haley. He's helped the whole community with, various items like, he do Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinners. Also, purchase ice station for our scholars to ensure that they are at a reading level of proficiency. So we're super excited about that. In addition to that, we do have an after-school program through Dallas Park and Recreations for those parents who work. Our programs here is open until 6 p.m. And so we have someone taking care of our scholars throughout the day. We encourage our scholars to become lifelong learners and become very literate. We have many of our PreK4 scholars, once they at the end of the program, at the end of the school year, they're actually readers. So we are excited about that because we're giving them the base that they need to be successful. In addition to that, we are part of UIL competitions, dictionaries, math, science, and social studies. We have a debate team. We have chess clubs, gardening club. We have a number of wonderful activities and opportunities here at Clinton P. Russell. We're here in Oak Cliff, right off South Beckley and Keys. And so we would absolutely be honored if you would send your scholar to our campus. So we look forward to seeing you at our campus, and we're super excited. We have some amazing teachers, faculty, and staff members that will love on your scholars and prepare them for lifelong learners. So thank you for being here today, and I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bennett. Families, you want some more information specifically about Russell, you can go ahead and scan the QR code, but Ms. Maria Cedillo will be actually sharing exactly where you can specifically register for any of our amazing schools that we have presented so far. Just a quick announcement, we are having technical issues with our phone bank right now. I guess we're getting lots of calls, so we're struggling there for a little bit. The system went down, but if you want to text us, we have a text platform. You can text us at 972-687-7735. Again, you can send us a text at 972-687-7735, but you can still leave us a voicemail on our phone bank and we'll be able to get back to you as quickly as possible, or you can respond to us on our Let's Talk, which Ms. Celia will be going over on her side of her presentation. Once again, thank you so much, Mr. Bennett, for sharing about your amazing school. And next we have PreK Partnership Centers, which I mentioned earlier, which is a partnerships that we have with different childcare centers across the district, so across the city of Dallas. And here is to implement a high quality pre-K program that supports early literacy, language, math, and social development for pre-K school eligibility children with a goal for reaching kindergarten readiness for all. And today we have Ms. Lynn Haddock that will be presenting and talking a little bit about the PreK partnership programs.
Thank you, Yesenia. Good morning. I would like to welcome all parents and community members, and thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Lynn Shattuck, and I am one of the assistant principals for PreK Partnerships, who has the pleasure of serving under the leadership of our principal, Maria Molinares. I'm here to present PreK Partnerships, which is part of the School Readiness Integration Program. We partner with over 40 childcare facilities throughout Dallas ISD, which include Head Start of Greater Dallas, Mi Escalita, Child Care Group, and privately owned childcare facilities. The highly qualified certified Dallas ISD teachers are assigned to teach at the centers where they co-teach with the teachers who are employed by the individual agencies. Our mission is to implement a high-quality pre-K program that supports early literacy, language, math, and social emotional development for preschool eligible children with the goal of reaching kindergarten readiness for all. Our program does offer extended day learning, with the majority of our centers being open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. We also provide a full day program for both our pre-K3 and pre-K4 students. And the majority of our locations have multi-level classrooms, with the pre-K3 and pre-K4 students learning together in the same classroom. Pre-K On My Way by Scholastic is the curriculum that is utilized in the pre-K4 and multi-level classrooms. Various locations do offer pre-K3 only learning environment in which the Frog Street curriculum is implemented. In addition, teachers utilize data from developmentally appropriate assessments in order to individualize instruction to meet the unique learning needs for each child. Students have opportunities to explore and learn through play-based learning. So our students are engaging in centers daily where they are able to work with and collaborate and work cooperatively with their peers. Children are provided with nutritionally based family-style breakfast, lunch, and snacks at all pre-K partnership sites. Many of our centers also provide care for infants and toddlers, which allows our students to transition smoothly when they enter the pre-K program, which means you can also take younger siblings to the same location. You may inquire at each individual site regarding their offering of programs for our younger children. We have multiple ways for parents to be involved with family engagement events at all locations and opportunities to join our site-based decision-making committee. For more information about pre-K Partnerships School Readiness Program and information about our individual sites, you may call the pre-K hotline at 214-932-7735 or pre-K Partnerships directly at 972-925-8927. You can also join us on May 3rd for our SRI Showcase, where we will showcase our 23 private childcare facilities. This will be a webinar beginning at 5:00 p.m. We really hope that you'll be able to join us and look forward to telling you more about our pre-K partnership sites. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Shattuck. Thank you so much for your amazing program. That's really citywide, right? It's really across different locations in the city, different parts of the city, where we are able to provide a very high quality pre-K program in some of these childcare centers. And I'm sure we're going to have a couple of questions that are going to already coming down the line. So once again, thank you so much, Ms. Shattuck, for presenting on your school. And next and last, we have our amazing Dallas ISD Hippie program, which is part of our early learning in Dallas ISD. If you want to know some more information about it, there's a QR code that you can scan there. And today, our amazing presenter is Miss Kristen Jackson-Jones.
Thank you, Yesenia. Welcome, 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 families. I am the Happy Hippie Director of the Hippie program. So you've learned a lot about all of the programs for your little ones. Let's talk about a program for you. Hippie stands for Home Instructions for Parents of Preschool Youngsters. We're a free home visiting program that focuses on parental involvement, early learning, and provides solutions that strengthen families. Hippie has been serving in the Dallas community for over 30 years and preparing parents to be their child's first and most important teacher. Hippie works with parents. They're our primary clients, so not with the kiddos, with the parents. So you can still enroll your kiddos in all of these amazing pre-K sites and partnership programs, and then you would have your own home instructor to work with you. What we do is we equip parents with the skills to teach their children to recognize letters, shapes, numbers, colors, share stories, follow instructions. You get about 10 books per curriculum year. So we build a home library. We focus on social emotional skills and all the other soft skills to help kiddos be prepared to learn. Again, it's a free program. It's only 30 weeks. We follow the district's calendar year. And some of our areas of curriculum are math, science, motor, and language. We also include supplies for families. And today I am coming to you from the AT&T Stadium, where we are having our annual father-child field trip. So we have about 200 Hippie fathers and their kiddos. I'm sitting in my car presenting, and I have moms who are sitting in their cars too, because this field trip is only for parents and their child, fathers and their child. We also go on other field trips throughout the year for the whole family, but this is a special initiative in which we partner with SRI, which Lynn was just talking about, and All Pro Dads to really hone in and focus on father engagement. Our pre-enrollment have already started. You can click the QR code. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter and find out more information about Dallas Hippie, children ages 2 to 5, parents with children's ages 2 to 5. I left that off. That's all I have. I'm going to run into the stadium.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Go on and have fun. Can't wait to hear some of the details of your field trip when I see you next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Awesome job. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. And again, if you want more information, you can scan the QR code we have here. And also great news, our pre-K hotline is back on. So it's good to go. So if you have any questions or need help with registration, you can call our phone bank, which is the number listed below at 214-932-7735. So you can just go ahead and call us there. But if you would like to text us, you can text us at 972-687-7735. So thank you so much, everybody, for doing an awesome job with our presenting. And so if you would like to get some more information, just visit our website or scan this QR code. You can you can go to our website at www.prekdallas.org, and you can actually start your pre-K registration there, and it will guide you to some guiding questions. But you're going to learn a little bit more about our pre-K programs, our eligibility, our tuition schools. We talked about pre-K partnerships, and we're fixing to go over and how you are able to register. Again, you can call us at our hotline again at 214-932-7735 if you have questions or need assistance, or you can just go ahead and ask us questions here on our Q&A, and we'll be able to assist you throughout. And now I'm going to turn it over to my co-presenter, Ms. Maria Cedillo.
Good morning, everyone. So welcome, everyone. Here I am, Maria Cedillo. I'm with the pre-K enrollment team. I'm one of the coordinators. I go and visit campuses. I go and visit the community. I try to give you information about pre-K. We work with multiple communities around the Metroplex. So I'm going to guide you how to navigate our website. I'm going to take you straight into our www.prekdallas.org, and I'm going to be sharing with you how to use the menu, how to look for more information, and then how to locate those wonderful schools that we already presented today. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. And I am doing, okay. So in here, this is our website. So if you go into www.prekdallas.org, this is our landing page. And in our landing page for our Spanish speakers, we have the opportunity to see everything here from our site in Spanish. So right here, if you click on Inscripción de Prekinder en Español, you're gonna see our pre-K website, but completely in Spanish. Okay, then we're going to talk about this event later on, but as soon as you go to our landing page, we have a pop-up with more information. So as you can see, it has a menu on the top in Spanish, the same way that we have it in English. So in here, as you know, this is our Discover Pre-K. Today is the last event for our Discover Pre-K. And then If you are ready to register your pre-K student in Dallas ISD, you can click here and it takes you into our registering page. So this is our pre-K home page, okay? So as you can see at the bottom, we have the benefits of pre-K that Ms. Ramirez already presented, the benefits and the impact of students attending pre-K in Dallas ISD. You can learn more about pre-K by clicking here. It's an easy access to eligibility or programs. It has some facts about this, what studies show about students that attend pre-K, right? It has our commercial. And then at the bottom of each of our pages, we have the contact information. So we have the hotline, we have the text to us or our email line. Also, if you really want to have an impact and you want to contact us, if you go to our contact page, there is an interactive page right here. It's through Let's Talk. So in here, you're gonna say you're interested about early learning. And since we are part of the early learning, we cover from pre-K through second grade, including our Hippie students from 2-year-olds until second grade. So if you wanna learn more about pre-K enrollment, you can select here, and then you can send your questions, suggestions, or comments, to our pre-K department. You put your contact information and we're gonna be reaching out to you within 24 hours with a response. Okay, so that's another way to do this, to contact us. Okay, so let's go back to our pre-K homepage, right? And then if you go into register for pre-K now, it takes you directly into our how to register for pre-K. So you can go into our main menu at the top and it's gonna give you a mini video that guides you how to create an account, how to submit your students, how to upload documents. You can just play this and watch the video anytime that you're completing the registration. We also have a process chart that tells you all the 4 steps that we have in our registration. From your parent side, you only have to worry about step number 1 and step number 2. And then for step number 3 and 4, we're gonna take care of the rest, okay? So for step number 1 is you need to collect the documents, right? Before you even start the registration, because you need to have the information of the student and you're gonna need those when you're submitted the registration. For step 2 is you're gonna complete the registration. Our registration is 100% online. So you have to create an account and submit the student. And I'm gonna guide you on that. So let's start with the step number 1. What documents do I need to collect, right? So in here, we have the required documents that you need for the registration. You need the child's birth certificate, you need a picture ID of the parent or guardian, you need your proof of address, you need the immunization records, and your social security card. Now, if you click here, it has a description of the documents that we accept. In case that we don't have a birth certificate, we accept additional documents. For example, hospital records, legal documents from courts, passports, right? Something that establishes the age and the identity of the student, that it's an approved document. And we also have samples of those documents in here just for you to glance at it, okay? For example, it has the passports. It takes a little bit to download because we have several documents in here. And then if you're interested about what kind of a picture ID can I submit, it gives you the description and then it gives you the samples. Like for example, this is for the birth certificate. In case that you don't have a birth document, could be a passport, birth certificate, hospital records, or international documents. For picture IDs, you get to see the samples as well. Right here by clicking, it downloads the samples for the parents. We accept matrículas consulares, passports, driver's license, Texas ID, or any other state ID, something that has your name in the picture, and then it's an acceptable document. Right here, so we have driver's license, matrículas consulares, passport, permits to work, we also have that as well. Okay, so these are the required documents for the registration. The documents that we need to determine the pre-K eligibility are right here. But before we even go into there, let's talk about who can attend pre-K in Dallas ISD. right? So pre-K, it is a program, and the students, they have to be eligible to attend. In order for them to attend, if you scroll to the top, you can look at the pre-K eligibility. The pre-K eligibility in Dallas ISD, we can accept students in 3 different ways, okay? Number 1 is through pre-K free through the state. It's called free pre-K eligibility. So once you click on it, it has a description and it's telling you that the child is eligible for free pre-K if they are within the age, which is 3 years old or 4 years old on or before September 1st. So we take a look at the age of the student, whatever age the student is on September 1st, we can determine if the child is eligible by age for pre-K. Okay, and then they have to meet at least one of the following criteria. Most of our students in the district, we can say, or most of our students in our community, they qualify for free pre-K through the first 2 bullets, okay? Which is based on their educational disadvantage, which includes income of the family or benefits from the state. So how do you know if you qualify for free pre-K based on your income? If you click here, we have the chart that you can identify based on the people that live in your household and then how much money you make every year. And then you can determine if your child may be eligible for free pre-K based on income. For example, a family of 4, they can have an income up to $51,000 and they can qualify for free pre-K through Texas Education Agency pre-K program, okay? Another way is through the benefits, okay? So if your student, your child is receiving benefits from the state, such as SNAP, which is food, we used to call them food stamps, but it's a SNAP, right? TANF or Medicaid. So if your child receives Medicaid, they usually send you a statement every 6 months that has the eligibility with the name of the student and the dates. So you can use that and then we can determine pre-K eligibility. And then the rest of the other eligibilities is based on language, homeless, if they are part of the foster care or they were currently or formerly part of the foster care here in this state or a different state, or if they are related to a military family, or if they are the dependent of someone that received the Star of Texas Award from the Texas governor, okay? So the more than likely is between the first 2 categories. Another way is if the child is unable to speak or comprehend the English language. We also have a large number of students that they qualify for that. However, once we know that the child may be eligible for that, we have to assess the student to determine the levels of language language proficiency. And that assessment is called PreLAS. Once we get the score, we can use the score to determine if they qualify for free. Another way is through the scholarship. So our district, it's proud to give a scholarship for students trying to reach the families. We know the impact of our students attending pre-K, so we're trying to expand the program in our community. One way to do this is if your family has a little bit higher income, because mom and dad are working, right? And when you combine their income, you're a little bit higher than the $51,000 and you have a family of 4. So we have the expanded income scholarship. If you click here, you're gonna see that there is a different chart that now a family of 4, they can have up to $33,000 as an annual income and they can still qualify for free pre-K through our Dallas ISD pre-K scholarship. Again, you don't have to do anything from your end. We will use that criteria to determine the eligibility. The only thing that you have to do is collect the documents and submit the registration. Okay, and then of course, if you suspect that your child is an English speaker, but they're still struggling with the language, we can use the language assessment for the student. We can administer the assessment, and then based on the scores, we can provide the scholarship. Another one, it's trying to help our community, and we use our data from the district. So the student group with historical academic needs, currently right now identified as African-American students, if they don't qualify for free pre-K through this Texas Education Agency, the state, we can provide the pre-K scholarship. Again, they don't have to do anything from your end. We can determine the eligibility based on that. So 3 ways for the scholarship, and we also offer tuition-based. Later, when I show you about the programs, I'm gonna go over the pre-K that has a tuition available and how much it is, okay? So this is where you can find the pre-K eligibility. As you can see, the contact information is always here. Okay, it's not always to reach out to us for any questions. So this is the pre-K eligibility. We glance a little bit about how to register, but I didn't want to take you straight into the registration before I finish showing you our website. Programs. So just as you notice, we have a big variety of programs for pre-K. So what pre-K programs are available for our kiddos, right? And remember, this is in Spanish as well. So if you click on ¿Cuáles son los programas de pre-kinder? You're gonna see the same information in Spanish, okay? So for the pre-K programs, we have, if your child is gonna be 3 years old by September 1st, if you click at the 3-year-old pre-K program, it has a description. If it's a full day, half day, their schedule. And then you get to see the schools, a list, a glance to see all the schools that offer pre-K3. And it has it for the current school year. Remember, we're still accepting registrations for the current school year or for the upcoming school year. For presentation purposes, let's focus on 22-23. And you're gonna see a document with the list of schools. Let me be closing this. And in that list of schools, it's gonna have what pre-K programs they include, if it's a half-day program or if it's a full-day program. For example, Alex Anchor has a pre-K3 full day and a pre-K4 full day. And this is the high school feeder. So they belong to that high school. Another example is BH Macon. As you can see, they offer pre-K3, but it's only a half-day program. So they have a morning and afternoon session, right? And they belong to Spruce High School. So you get to see them. They are arranged in alphabetical order. And then, of course, contact information at the top. You get to see the list of schools that offer pre-K3. Then we have the pre-K4, the same, the information about that and the list of schools. Pre-K4 is a full day program for our district. We don't offer half day. And then as Lynn already presented the pre-K Partnership Center, you wanna learn more about that. If you click here, they have their hotline, so you can reach out to them directly. And then the list of the partnerships that we have with them. So it has the center name. It has if it's a private sector or if it's through Head Start, right? And then it has their phone or contact information and what options they offer for pre-K as well. Okay, excellent. So now, pre-K tuition, this is the rate for the upcoming school year, right? We have 3 payment plan options and then the list of schools right here. And then of course, for our pre-K choice, just like MLK, we have the list of schools and then how to submit a registration and application for those campuses. So this is about the pre-K programs. We also have about Find My School. This is a very, very interactive tool for our parents, and I highly encourage you to use that. Once you go to the landing page of our school finder, you get to see the entire schools in Dallas ISD in Dallas. You can just click on elementary and then you see, now you get to see only elementary schools. You can drag your map. You can look it up by the name of the schools, and we have the list of schools in alphabetical order. Another way to do this is by adding your address, right? And I'm saying I'm looking for pre-K3 programs, and if I click find, so now it's gonna tell you according to the address that you gave me, this is your zone school, and it's right here, this is your address, and this is your zone school. And then it has the other list of schools that offer that program that you selected. You can zoom into your map. You can drag. You can learn more about the school by clicking. You can go to the school profile and then contact the school, look at the programs that they have and they offer, and then you get to see more and learn more about the school. So this is a wonderful tool for our families, and when you're trying to find the specific program or the school that is close to you, okay? This is Find My School tool. And then we have frequently asked questions, and you can look at those at your own, you know, whenever you have time. If you still have questions, maybe the answer is already here. So it's just a guide for parents, frequently asked questions, and then the important dates. So let's begin our registration. We are ready to register, okay? So if you go into register for pre-K now, it's gonna take you to a different site. And this is the landing page for our families to register their kiddos, okay? So on the left side, if you already have an account because you completed this year and you are returning, you're gonna have an account. But if this is the first time that you're looking at this, you're going to create an account right here, only using the required fields to complete to make an account. Or you can log in with your Google. For purpose of presentation, I'm just gonna log in into an account that I have ready so I can model this. Yeah, I have it. Okay, so welcome mom, right? And as you can see, if I'm a returning parent, I have my students at the bottom. If I'm ready to register, I'm going to select my baby and then continue with that. Or if I already started my registration, I can just go in. If I'm gonna add another student, I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna add my new student, okay? If the student is already in the district, you just have to answer the question and enter the student information here. If the student is brand new, you're just gonna click on continue registration, okay? So I'm just gonna use this. The name of my students is me and the last name is Dallas, right? And I will be entering all the fields for my baby here. And then if it says 4, I have to select pre-K 4. If it says 3, I'm going to select pre-K 3 and I will be completing all my fields. For neighborhood schools, I'm gonna select the first one. If I'm going for my pre-K partnership, I'm going to select this one. Okay, so that's how you will continue. I am going to go back and use one of my babies that I already have so I can model how to process the registration, right? So once you have the student in here, you're gonna be answering all the questions, which is, it's just a questionnaire, you know, questions about health, questions about important information of the students. Every time that you click continue, it's gonna save the information of your student and you're gonna be able to proceed. Once you go into the document upload section, you're gonna be able to upload, remember, those documents. So I'm gonna model that. I already finished my questionnaire. I'm ready to upload my documents. So I'm right here. If you're using your computer, you can click on browse file. It will open the menu of your files and then you just have to select one of the documents, you know, and it will be right here. Only the ones that they have the asterisk those are the required documents. We encourage our families to try, if you have the documents right there, try to upload all the documents at once. But if for some reason you don't have it handy, you can go back and upload the additional documents later, okay? So as you can see, I'm gonna skip this one. This is based on my responses. And then, so I can model that the system is gonna give you an error saying that you're missing information. So I'm gonna go back. It will be a red field. That's for all pages if you're missing something. So it will be a red field. And once you complete, you're ready to proceed and we're ready to submit, okay? So you just have to do the signature and continue. I am the mom. So I'm ready to submit. I can review. If I need to make changes, I can go into edit and go back to that section. So once you submit your registration, you're gonna get a confirmation page with all the information of your student. You can print this page, right? And once you go back to your dashboard, now we're gonna see that student, remember it says that you submitted this for this school and it's already in process. If I forgot a document, I go into view registration and go into my document upload. As you can see, I can't do anything here, but I can go back to my document upload and fix that. I can close this and add another document in case that I forgot and sent the wrong document, okay? So that's what it takes to do the registration. As you notice, it's very simple, doesn't take that long. You just have to read, answer the questionnaire, and add the documents. For the pre-K eligibility documents, you have proof of income, benefits, foster, military, or Star of Texas. We have the description and the samples as well. Or if you have any questions, always reach out to us to our pre-K hotline, or text us, or send us an email. Or go back to our Let's Talk application and we can do that. We can respond to you within 24 hours.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Adillo, for the presentation of how do you register, where you can get more information, how do you select your school. So thank you so much. Again, families, our website is www.prekdallas.org. You'll find all this information that Ms. Adillo just went through. Not, you can call us back at our hotline that we have that's still up and running. So it's still going great. And then lastly, if you want to text us, you can text us at 972-687-7735. All right, so we do have a couple of questions here for our principals. Yes, please. If we have for a couple of principals so we can see all of our beautiful faces. So the first question is actually for all principals. It's a general question. We had a mom that asked, our schools, are we allowed, can we visit schools and have a tour of the campus? So can families go to your school and have a tour and get to know more of your campus? I'm opening that up to all of the administrators here on the screen.
Our campus has never been closed for on-campus parents coming on, and there's no need to even call to set up an appointment. We have 2 assistant principals, 2 academic coaches, and 2 counselors, and they all are well-versed on how to support campus tours. And yes, they are on campus, and we have never been closed for on-campus tours.
All right, thank you, Ms. Need. So no need to make a schedule at MLK. Anybody else would like to share?
Yes, at Joseph J. Rhodes and at Arlington Park. It's a few of us, and so we do need appointments set for those times that they would like to visit us, but whatever times they are available, we are available to accommodate them for their needs to come and visit our campuses. That's both at Arlington Park and at Joseph J. Rhodes.
Thank you, Ms.
DeSavala. As well, we're always willing to give a tour. We do want a little bit of a heads up just so we can make sure that we have the personnel ready. But yes, at any time, we just need to know the date and time. So yes, you are more than welcome to come.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Well, it sounds like, yes, schools are open. Some, please just call and confirm before you visit to the school. Our next question, actually, this is for Dr. Cervantes. The question is, how is personalized learning different than a regular learning? That's kind of how it was worded. How is personalized learning really different from a regular traditional classroom?
Right, thank you for that question. Our model is a one size fits one student. So we go and use different types of data, the student data from academic, as well as social emotional, and establishing non-academic goals for students. So what personal learning focuses on is about student agency. Starting from pre-K all the way to 5th grade, that is our model is pre-K 5. By 5th grade, we want our students to be the guides of their own learning. They're choosing their own, focusing on their needs, and the strengths. That's how they create or tailor the curriculum or the lessons for them to reach their goals year by year. So we try to as well encompass many of areas that other campuses already share extracurricular activities, etc. So we can have a full development of the whole child.
All right, thank you, Dr. Cervantes. And this is for Mr. Bennett at Russell. The question is, if I'm interested in a Head Start program, how do I register and what are the benefits of Head Start at your school?
Thank you. Excellent question. I really appreciate that. Well, the benefits of Head Start is that it's a partnership between Dallas ISD and Head Start, and that they offer so many supports not only for the students but also for the parents as well. And so, like I mentioned, like supplies, if the student needs supplies or uniforms, and it's also tennis shoes, anything the parent needs. Head Start has been very helpful in ensuring that our scholars receive those items. So it's been a great partnership with us. In addition to that, they also support the teachers and the students in the classrooms by providing various resources that are needed in the classroom as well. So it's been very helpful and very engaging for both our scholars and our parents.
Awesome. And if you're interested in registering a Head Start program at Russell, you just go to the school. You will actually be greeted by one of the parent advocates of Head Start, and they'll be able to give you all the details and information. All right. Thank you, sir. The next question is from Miss Lane for Geneva Heights. Is what is IB?
So the IB program is something that our school adopted, and it's basically a program that helps students to commit to certain standards and practices according to the program. So for example, the primary years program that we have at our school, it helps students develop methods of inquiry so that they're able to use and ask questions, use questions and to think critically. So we do that through what they call the learner profiles, and we have different units that each grade level has to accomplish. Towards the end of the units, they have exhibition, and those are basically projects that they've done, that they've gone maybe to solve a world problem, for example, recycling. So they may do a recycling project and they go through a series of events to get to their final product. It's a lot of project-based learning, and the curriculum is interwoven between the standard TEKS. So they take the standard TEKS that we use and they include the IB program. And so the students are establishing more agency in their learning. We just went through what they call a reevaluation. And so for 3 days, the evaluators came to the school. They talked to the students. They interview the principal. They interview the head of school. They interview the teachers. And so they go through the program to make sure that we're on point with our standards and practices and making sure that our students are receiving everything that they need to receive according to the standards that the IB program offers. So it's International Baccalaureate World Program.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Lane. Great explanation. And then this is for Ms. Shattuck. How do I know which childcare, how do I register and how do I know which childcare center location is best for me?
All right, so for your childcare center, you can look to see which one is located closest to your home, and we can assist you with that to find which one is located closest. We do also have some special programs. So if you're looking for one with special ed, then Brian's house would be a location, and we do have dual language only offered at our Elkinder location, and those spots are very limited and filling up quickly at this time. But you can look and see which program best fits in closest location, and you will actually be dually enrolled. So you will need to enroll with the pre-K partnership site first and be approved by their center, and then they'll direct you to be able to enroll with Dallas ISD in order to be dually enrolled.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to thank, before we move forward, I do want to thank our panelists for being able to present and share about their pre-K programs at each of the schools and their very special different programs than our traditional schools. So thank you so much, principals, for being here and sharing your valuable time. Before we sign off, I do want to give a couple of updates. We are having our second annual of pre-K pop-up drive-through events. And what these are, we're going to be out in the community starting on May 7th. That's the first one at Medrano Middle School. And what we're going to be able to support families with the pre-K registration process. Now, if the family has a pre-K student and another grade level student, we'll be able to provide the same service for both children. And in this event, we're actually going to be able to have a family drive on through, just like a Chick-fil-A style drive-through. Parents will be able to be supported by one of our staff members, help them complete the pre-K registration process that Ms. Cedillo just went through. We'll be able to provide giveaways for the students. For every pre-K student, we'll be providing a little backpack with some school supplies. For our kinder students, we'll be providing kinder camp t-shirts. And then so we have lots of giveaways, but we also have other departments to identify other services that families may need. We'll have the Office of Family Community Engagement, signing up families for free uniforms. We'll have the Homeless Department. We'll have Child Find, which is special ed. So we'll have an array of different departments to be able to see if families need some services or just get to know about other services that we provide here as in our district. Again, the very first one will start on May 7th, which is going to be at Medrano Middle School. We'll then go to Lincoln High School, and then we'll go to South Oak Cliff. And then lastly, we'll be going to Spruce High School. Doesn't matter which one you would like to go to, just go in any of the locations. We'll be able to provide you with the services. Just ensure that you do bring the required documentation that Ms. Cedillo went over earlier in order for us to expedite the process for you as well. We'll be having some book characters dressed up throughout the event, and hopefully Clifford, the big red dog, will be visiting us throughout the event as well. And once again, if you have our hotline, will still remain working or still remain on up until 1 o'clock today. So you can still call us at our hotline at 214-932-7735. Or if you want to visit our website, which Ms. Cedillo went through, which is www.prekdallas.org, or you can scan our cute dinosaur QR code here and it will take you directly to the website. But if you prefer to text like I do, you can text us at 972-687-7735. Once again, I just, I did have one more question that just popped up. When does pre-K registration stop? Actually, pre-K registration does not stop. It actually started on April 1st and it will continue to go live, but seats are limited per school. So each school has only a certain number of seats, and that's where families, that's when you can register up until the seats are full at each of the different locations. And lastly, it's about tuition. So if families do not qualify by our TEA or state guidelines for free or by our Dallas ISD scholarships, the families will be able to pay tuition at those selected schools that Ms. Cedillo has showed us. You just have to register for pre-K. They'll qualify you for free scholarship. Then if not, then it's tuition. And tuition for this year, for the upcoming school year, it is, I believe, $5,000 per month. So more information is on our website about tuition and different payment plans that Ms. Cedillo has shared. Once again, I would like to thank all of our guests here today. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And for our guests and our participants, both on our Zoom and our Facebook, for participating on our Discover Pre-K, which is our first time we've ever done it, or this is the second time we've done it in the month of April. Once again, if I don't see you throughout the schools and registration, then I hope to see you in one of our pre-K drive-thrus. Thank you, everybody, and have a safe, wonderful weekend. Bye.